Welcome to the latest edition of Millennial Boom with Diane Faith and Stanley Roberts, where almost no subject is off limits. Now, here are your hosts, Boomer Diane Faith and Millennial at Heart, Stanley Roberts.
Hi guys! Happy Sunday!
Is it Sunday?
It's always Sunday. We always do our podcast.
Every day is Sunday?
Every day?
Every day?
I can't take you seriously with your hat.
I know. It's falling apart. My head's big.
It's also just because it's the Phillies, though.
Hater.
Hi, everyone! My voice sounds really high-pitched, doesn't it?
It does.
Hi, everyone.
Every day is Monday. Every day.
Oh, mono? Did you? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
What are you slow? Slow to the game.
I'm what do you call it? I'm Diane Faith 2.0, as Stanley would like to call me.
Gabriel's like, I was going to tell you that your mic muted, but then I realized the speakers are muted.
Ooh. Gabriel messed up a little there.
No, not really. I wouldn't call it a mess up. He just got confused.
So what's up, guys? How has everyone's week been going? Also, how is it like the end of July right now? This is like the second to last day of July. This is the last Sunday in July. Can you believe it?
No, we said that last Sunday.
No, we did not.
Yeah, you did.
I did say, can you guys believe it's the end of July?
So yes.
Right, but I'm saying is that this is the last Sunday of July.
It's the last day of the rest of our lives.
Arcade Revolution says Stanley Roberts is Stanley 0.5.
What? I missed that one.
Because I said you say I'm Diane Faith 2.0.
Oh, gotcha. Actually, I call you 2.0 for another reason. Why?
He does call me 2.0 because he thinks I'm slow.
No, tell him why.
I don't know. You have to explain that one.
Because I tell her, I'm going to show her a video on Instagram or one of those other social media platforms.
And he's like, hey, look.
Hey, look. And then she looks like 2 seconds later.
He goes, hey, look. And the video starts and I go.
She goes.
Like all slow.
Because she missed it. So let's say, here's an example. I'll say, this is not, pretend I'm Diane. I'm like, hey, Diane. No, go ahead and ask me.
No, you do such a great job of pretending to be me. Why don't you just keep doing it?
Okay, I'll be Diane and myself. Hey, Diane, check this video out. And she goes,
the camera's over there.
That's fine. She goes, this is Diane. Hey, Diane, check this video out.
Really? Chris says 0.5 would mean he's still under development. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
She literally,
that's pretty accurate.
So I have to ask her to look at this, and she takes her it's like it took 5 seconds for my voice to reach her ears, and then her brain to register that I asked her to look at something, and then she looks up, and by then Instagram has already switched to a different picture.
Yeah, because that's how it goes. He just has to show me the video like 3 times.
Anyway, so if you look at our title today, the title of the meeting, I tweeted, if you follow Twitter at all, then you would know.
To answer your question, Twitter, currently rebranding to X, is an online social media and social networking service operated by the American company X Corp, the successor of Twitter Incorporated. On Twitter, users can post texts, images, and videos known as tweets.
Can we just unplug her during our podcast?
Oh my God.
You guys, our dot.
Our computer has come to life.
No, you're not supposed to use the C word.
Oh.
Our dot keeps talking to us. She always asks us these random questions at like 7 something. So I'm sure if you heard her, that's what that was.
Wait, somebody wrote, how awesome do you think I am? Cinnamon Tico. We don't know. We don't even know you.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But if you're here.
I think that's Simon Teese. What are you saying? Cinnamon. Where do you see that? It says Simon Teese.
Okay.
Cinnamon Tico? And you're already wearing your glasses? I'm confused. We need to get your eyes checked. Really?
My eyes are here.
How did you even see cinnamon? Anyways,
right,
guys.
You run the show. I'm just going to be here my business. Hello, Simon. I think you're awesome if you're on our page, as long as you're not saying anything out of the ordinary. But welcome to Millennial Boom.
Chico Cinnamon Tico sounds like a burlesque dancer.
Sounds like a stripper. Cinnamon taco.
Taco.
Woo!
Gabriel, yes, she bothers us every day.
Every day.
Every day.
And if it's not this new thing, it's something different. Before it was, do you mean Christmas tree lights?
Yeah, I think we explained this last week,
Yeah.
and then
she went from
moved
that
on to.
Do you mean balcony lights?
No, balcony lights was first.
Oh,
because when we had a balcony, she was like, "Do you mean balcony lights?"
I made a terrible mistake today. I went ice skating, hit my face on the ice. Hit my face on the ice, and the safety team asked me if I wanted the ice pack. Nope, I'll just lay here on the ice.
Oh
Wow.
no! Are you okay, Jace?
Well, welcome, Simon. We know you're not a stripper. We were just talking about if your name was Cinnamon Taco, then you would be.
Well, and it's because Stanley read your name wrong. So
I read your name wrong. Sorry.
Hello
from the Northeast. We have people from all over now. We have Hong Kong, the Northeast. I don't know what part of the Northeast that is, but it could be Northeast Pennsylvania.
Or maybe it could be like the Northeast of the world.
Is your face swollen, Jace? I mean, is it? Oh, Philadelphia. There you go.
Oh, okay. Well, you're right.
I was right there. Southeast
right.
Philly.
Philly. That's your hometown.
That's my hometown, Philly.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Philly, guys, I have gone into.
Wait, you not with some Philly guys?
No. Speaking of Philly, guys, I've been
you
watching,
went with Philly?
I've been watching Abbott Elementary. Well, I know that they don't film it in Philly, but like it has it's supposed to be the elementary school is supposed to be in Philly. That show is hilarious.
Yeah.
You fell asleep last night, so you didn't watch it. Also, I love that Arcade Revolution's like your dot needs to be I think he means taken to dot court for sentencing of unplugging. So it's been accused of spying and needs to be taken to dot court for sentencing of.
Yeah. Hey, so apparently, Jace producer has what's the guy's Leno? What's Leno's first name?
What?
What's Leno's first name?
Jay.
Jay. So he has a Jay Leno face.
Oh no! Oh, because he has a goose egg on his chin.
Yeah, so he has his chin sticking out like here.
Oh, Jay.
So he looks like the moon.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yes, first of all, you shouldn't be on ice. I know how to skate, but apparently you don't.
I don't know how to skate. I've been skating before. I just don't do it well.
I am you, like the show. Okay. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I think maybe we were talking about Abbott Elementary.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just giving a thumbs up anyway. So anyway. So what I was saying was, what I wrote is Bippin in the electronic age. Now, first of all, for those of you who are not aware of the word bipping, Diane Faith, my esteemed assistant, will explain bipping.
Esteemed assistant?
Yes.
First of all, non-assistant. Second.
Oh, you're not an assistant?
No, I'm not your assistant.
My esteemed colleague.
Not a colleague.
What should I call you?
How about just me?
Okay. Me had barely any balance for the last 2 days. I saw your message. So, hello all. I just want to be a part of. So you are part of the conversation, Simon. Welcome aboard. Do you want to be on camera as part of the conversation, or you just want to type stuff in as part of the conversation?
He said earlier, "Thank you. Can we please tell Stanley off, for he is a plonker." British slang.
Plunker?
Yeah.
Who said tell me off?
Simon.
What is a plunker? We're not British.
Yeah. Oh, we're not?
Let me look at that.
We're not British?
Let me see my.
What? I had no idea.
No, we're not the British. We're not the British at all.
Oh, your accent's so not. Oh, a man who sanctions sexual relationships between his girlfriend and his male friends.
Okay, so this guy has already taken a turn that he's getting close to being blocked.
Oh wait, no, but in American slang, it means if you call someone a plonker, you think they're stupid.
Well,
so I'm not really sure which one is which. So, but either way, that was inappropriate. So Simon, we're gonna have to block you if you
keep this up.
Yeah.
We don't play that here on this platform. We all love each other. We all like each other, and We all get along very well. So you're welcome here, but if you want to call people names, then you can't be here. So you can be part of the conversation, but you need to keep it pretty much on the even keel. Only person to talk about Diane is me.
And the only person that can talk about Stanley is me.
That's right, and we don't talk about each other
And
in public. Nope.
why is Siri recording you?
I don't know, because everything, the whole world we live in is recording. What does bipping mean with a face like mine? You don't want a video. By the way, both of your slang words were wrong. Okay. Well
Okay, so then tell us what it means then.
Yeah, so we want to know what it really means. But let me go back to bipping. Can you explain what bipping means?
No, you explain it.
No, please.
No, because I'm not sure I have the right verb.
Well, let me see if you say it wrong.
I mean, the way I think of Bippin is they use a tool to. Okay, they break into your car.
Okay, you're getting closer.
Okay, you can explain that.
So we have is it epidemic?
Yes, thank you, Betty. If you want to be part of the conversation, no trolling.
Yeah. So bipping is a problem we've been having in the Bay Area, Oakland, San Francisco, San Jose, the peninsula. It basically means that when someone breaks into your vehicle, and sometimes they'll say it even goes to they break into your house. So your house got bipped, or your store got bipped, or your car got bipped. So it's called bipping. Bipping is a slang meaning break-ins. I don't know. I guess you could say that it came from the Bay Area, but I'm not 100% sure of its origin.
Yeah.
So the problem is that there's such an epidemic of bipping that it has become so bad that people come here to visit, and then some stars have come here to visit, not realizing that their cars were broken into. Now you wonder, how do they know to go after that particular car? Because it seems like random.
Well, I thought it was all random too.
Most people, it seems like, oh, random. They just happen to run across a car that just happened to have a bunch of stuff in it. And unfortunately, some of the stuff is their passports, their driver's. I don't know why your driver's license would be inside the car. But the other things they get out there are laptops, sometimes with irreplaceable images on them, phones, cameras. So here's the deal. Let me see that. Can I have that back for a second? So.
Oh yeah, Chris says bipping be a smash and grab.
Yeah, it's a smash and grab. Another name for smash and grab without saying smash and grab. So this is a Faraday bag. And with a Faraday bag, you basically take your electronics device.
Oh. Oops.
I do it. I got it. That's fine. And you open it up.
Oh, it's my business card was in there,
Yeah,
so I was trying to take it out.
That's fine. And then so right now, this phone, if someone were to call me right now and try to pull one of those games
Can I call you?
You can try. It just goes straight to voicemail. It doesn't, you can't, the phone doesn't submit a signal anymore. So you'll never get the number directly. Are you trying to call it now? Speakerphone?
Mm-hmm.
And so right now it's trying to find a signal for a number they know exists, but it's dead silent. So what?
Please leave your message.
Yeah, so it goes straight to voicemail.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
So, so basically by doing this, my phone is now untraceable. So let's say I wanted to go somewhere and I don't want people to know where I went. Put my phone in here, and then no one knows where I am until I take it out. And once I take it out, then it works. I'll leave it in for the rest of the day, so that way when someone tries to call us or prank us like they always do, they'll just get a voicemail. Bam.
Bam.
All right. So what's happening is people couldn't figure out why, in your example, you thought that it was totally random.
Yeah.
Why?
Why did I think it was random?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I didn't think all cases were random, but I thought that like based on like just looking at the videos, it looked like these people were just driving up to random cars, but I don't know the backstory. So sometimes I feel like maybe someone followed them and like they were being followed, because I know I've heard stories where people have been followed from the bank. Like we have a family friend who was followed from the bank.
And that could be random. They sit in the bank and wait for the right person to come out.
Yeah, and they saw them and they followed them home and then robbed them.
And sometimes, and I'm not putting this on any bank tellers, but there have been cases where the bank teller was in on the robberies, where they knew they came to the bank, they took out a certain amount of money, and the bank teller, after they got done with the transaction, would call their friend outside and said, hey, they're coming out right now.
Ooh, that's shady.
And it's not impossible.
No, I didn't even think about that.
So there's always that option that someone could be doing that. And so And no, and you're right, Gabriel. In case I get a prank voicemail, yes, I get those because they pop up and I'll answer the phone call. So what they're doing is, if you look at some of the videos, you'll see the guys drive by and miss a whole bunch of cars, and they'll stop at one particular car and they'll get out and they'll eyeball it. So the reason why is because the device that they bought on Amazon for $500 allows you to track Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and other signals that are emitted from your device. Even if it's hidden in your car, it still puts out a signal that it can be picked up from these devices.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you can stop that is if you disconnect the battery. But we all know that most iPhones, you can't take the battery out.
Yeah.
Once you take the battery out, that's one way. And that's the same way with the listening. You know, people used to say a long time ago, "Oh, the FBI can listen to you on your phone." Yes, but so can the bad guys. They can tap into your phone, not tap into it, but get your signal from your phone if you left it in the car, or you left the laptop in the car, or an iPad.
And most people are thinking like you're not going to leave your cell phone in the car, right? Like you're not going to do it on purpose. You might do it by accident. Or if you like have a laptop or an iPad, like you were saying, and you intentionally leave it in the car, don't.
Yeah. So, Arcade Revolution asked a question: is it me or San Francisco getting worse and worse? Well, that depends on where you look and how you look. If you continually post into social media, then yes, it's getting worse and worse. But how many times have you walked to San Francisco with mugged?
None.
And how many times have you walked to San Francisco?
A bunch of times.
So
I grew up in San Francisco.
So based on your experience, you walked around and you walked in the Bayview, right?
Yeah.
And people think the Bayview is like, oh, it's off the chain. But you walk around it.
Yeah.
Do you walk around in fear?
I mean, for the most part, no.
Okay.
If I see something sketch, then I'll be like, my senses go up. They're heightened because I'm like, okay, I'm on alert.
Okay.
But I mean, anywhere I go, to be honest, I try to be on alert as much as possible, aware of my surroundings, like situational awareness, right? Like read the room or read the area.
Right.
Like, don't just be like tunnel vision. I'm never like just tunnel vision where I'm like, okay, I'm going to one place, let me get there. Like, I'm aware of all of my surroundings, well, to the best of my ability.
The problem we're having to this day nowadays isn't necessarily that San Francisco is dangerous. It is, in fact, though, that some people are like making themselves unaware of their environment. Mm-hmm. They walk around with headphones on, turned up really loud. You can't hear them. I've even done stories where I would stand in front of a person with a camera facing at them, and they never noticed me standing there because they were so fixed on their phones. They were so fixed on something other than what's going on around them. And people used to get mad at me. They'd be like, oh, you can't walk around in fear. No, I'm not walking in fear, but you need to be aware.
Well, here's the problem I'm having. I'll walk and I'll see someone on their phone just walking towards me, mm-hmm. and I freeze and I just stand there. And then that's when they notice that I'm there, or they'll walk into me.
So Simon asked a good question. I'm going to post it so everybody can see it. So let me go here first. How do I do this? There we go. Chat. There we go. So the question he asks is, why leave electronic devices in plain view? And it should pop up on your screen about right now, because it's delay. So the question is from Simon, why leave it? See, that's just it. They're not leaving them in plain view because this Bluetooth signal or the Wi-Fi signal is constant in your devices. Even if unless you take the batteries out or you turn off everything on the thing that works, your computer constantly sends out something. How do you know that? Well, how does your computer know to update the time? How does your computer know how to update the date if it's turned off? If you turn your laptop off for a week and turn it back on, it would have the exact time and date.
Yeah, it would be the updated time and date.
The reason why is because your phones, your laptops, your iPads, all these electronic devices are constantly putting out some kind of a signal, even if it's a minute signal. So if you get a device that allows you to track these devices, these things, like the lady who was robbed in Oakland, she stepped out of her car for a few seconds to go get coffee, but she left $40,000 in cash and a laptop in her car. They pulled up seconds after she drove away and broke into her car and stole the $40,000 in cash and laptop.
Gosh.
So you think
that is horrible.
So the point we're trying to make is that even if you leave something in your car, just know that unless it's in a garage, and even then you're not 100% safe, because people have devices that will monitor your garage opener, and they can mimic the garage opener, open your garage up. They steal cars that way because what they do is they park outside your house with an antenna and they search for your fob signal. And once they get the fob signal for your car, they can start your car and drive away. Now, they drive it away to the next location, and then someone else takes it over from there.
Okay, so I have a question. So let's say I go to park, right?
Mhm.
I go to park in a public place. Let's say I'm going to go park and then I'm going to go walk somewhere.
Mhm.
The fob is on me the whole time.
But there's also a whole bunch of people around you, right?
Right. So what I'm wondering is if someone has one of these devices and they walk by me and I have my fob in my pocket or in my purse, can they use that device to get it and then go and figure out which one is my car that I parked on the street?
They can do it, and it will set up like you do like this.
Set the alarm.
Yeah, and then you can find the car. But let me use a better example.
So I should.
Let me use a better example.
Okay.
So let's toss that out the window for a second. I'm gonna use the number $1,500. Why does that number ring a bell to you?
Because that's the amount that I got stolen out of my checking account last year.
You have no idea how it got stolen.
No, I had to close my checking account.
And it screwed your whole.
Everything up. I screwed everything up because I had that account for 20 years.
Okay, so in your back pocket is a RF transmitting device.
My phone?
No.
My back pocket.
Mm-hmm. In your wallet, in your purse.
Mm-hmm.
Those little metal. Do you remember how they wanted to make credit card safer?
Mm-hmm.
So they put the little metal.
The chips.
The chips.
Uh-huh.
Those chips. So they emit a signal that talks to the computer.
Mm-hmm.
If someone has an RF detection device, remember the wallets I gave you that had the covers on both sides?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have that, I know.
Well, I have one of those cards though.
But you need one on both sides. Somebody can walk by and scan your card. And there was even a story on the news. And I'm not sure what city it was, but literally people were watching their money come out their wallet while they're standing at the register. Because the wallet was in their pocket and the device at the register registered their money and from their wallet and billed them.
So what do you need to do? Keep your wallet in a Faraday bag?
No, I mean, there's no way you can really stop electronic, unless you just don't use anything. Let's use cash on.
Well, that's the crazy part because we're told not to carry around cash too.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying don't use it,
Mm-hmm.
but just be aware that things are going on right now. I was watching on Instagram where outside of a bank, someone had put a card over top of the key card, the keypad,
Mm-hmm.
over top of another keypad. It was perfectly blended in with it, and the guy figured it out and he pried it open, and then he saw the other one underneath. So, and each one had a computer chip in it to register the number you put in.
Like your PIN.
So your PIN number. So when you swipe your card and then you put in the PIN number, they get all the information right then and there.
Oh gosh, that's so scary.
I remember sitting at the beach in Moss Landing with Brooke when she was real young. I took her there to play in the tide pools. I get a phone call from American Express. It was on a Sunday or Saturday or Sunday. Say, hey, Mr. Roberts. I said, hey, what's going on? They go, well, we just want to let you know that where are you right now? I said, I'm in San Francisco Bay Area. And they said, okay, well, someone just brought a bunch of purses for your American Express card in needless markup in Thousand Oaks.
I forgot that you call it that.
Yeah, well, because they needlessly mark up the prices. So, I mean, remember the sweater we saw? That was a Saks. It was like $500. It had paint on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can sell a whole bunch of sweaters for that much.
Kind of like the dirty shoes.
Yeah.
That costs like $1,800.
Yeah. So anyway, without getting too far off point. So the point is that if the problem we're having with the car break-ins is that they're tracking your vehicles because you leave electronic devices in your vehicles. Whether it's a laptop, iPad turned off, it still emits a signal. What they do is drive up, look for the signal, as you say, triangulate it. And then they go and they do a visual. And you watch the video, you see them look in the car with a flashlight to see what he sees, even the tinted windows. And once he gets a glimpse of that they're right, they pop the window, poosh, everything comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I posted that on my Twitter. I think it may be going viral. I'm not sure. I just know that it's been retweeted a lot of times.
That is crazy to me. How did you figure this out?
Well, I already know about it. I knew about it weeks and weeks and months ago. But I was talking to some other people who were like, dude, you need to talk about this. And so and then I started doing some more research. It turns out that these devices do exist. They cost about $500 on Amazon, and it literally says on there.
The device is what is the device normally used for though?
It's used for tracking stuff.
But it's not specifically marketed as like, oh, hey, interested in bipping? Here's this device that you need to use. Of course not.
It's never used for that.
But that's what I'm asking. What is the original purpose
of
the
product? Well, if you're trying to
product?
find out, like if you're, I don't know, I really don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll have to look it up some more and read it. I mean, I can look at my phone right now and tell you, but then that's downtime of us talking. But I will tell people to do some research and type in, if you want to, you can type in Wi-Fi search device. And you'll see a bunch of them, but the one that comes up with the most is around $500. And that one person that contacted me said, "Yeah, you can get them on Amazon for $500." And this one says, "Oh yeah, you can." They're using these devices all the time, and that's how they're tracking these cars down. And the average cop isn't going to notice that device if they grab these guys. And most of the time, the guys don't. They take off. Mm-hmm. And in California, not California as a whole, because that would be saying everybody, but in some cities in California, they don't permit police chases.
Yeah.
So once the guy, and I actually literally saw some guys robbing a place and burglarizing. I won't use robbing because robbing is taken by force. Mm-hmm. They burglarized the place and they were coming out with all the goods. The cops pulled up. You think, oh, they got it, right? They literally ran. One of the guys even closed the trunk. They jumped it. They had the trunk open to load stuff into it.
Yeah.
They closed the trunk, jumped in the car, and took off. And the cops just sat there and let them drive away.
Oh, because they can't pursue them.
And so whose fault is that they can't pursue?
Do they have a commission?
No. The problem with that is this goes back years. When they did have pursuits, they would end poorly.
Oh yeah.
Somebody would get
a lot of bystanders would get hurt.
So for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And I'm gonna come back to the card swipes again. So I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. I promise. The reaction is we want the police to stop doing pursuits because it's killing innocent people. The equal and opposite reaction is, well, the cops won't stop us, so we're just gonna take off and they won't do anything. And that's what's going on. So the cops pull up, they get in the car, they take off, and that's as far as it goes. They get a license plate, but 99% of the time,
stolen.
The plates are stolen.
Yeah.
Or the car is stolen. So, it's like you can't trace a car with a stolen plate.
Yeah.
So let me go back because we're getting a bunch of.
Chris said, quickly on cash versus electronic, here we are mostly cashless because we've all got a multi-purpose transport card that virtually every shop accepts. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. Regarding card swipes, in the UK, you need the card and the PIN to make the same at the same time to make purchase. In America, you need a card and a PIN, but now they've gotten so laxy now that if it's below a certain threshold, they don't ask you for.
Well, not if it's a credit card, you don't need the PIN.
Right. No, but I'm saying with an ATM card.
Yeah.
There's, so we made this electronic card so that make it less thieves, so the thieves will prosper, but the thieves graduate to high tech, which is what we're having with the car burglaries, is that they went high tech. Mm-hmm. And no one was prepared for this high techness. They just assumed that it's random. So how do you stop a random? You can't stop random, but you can set up stings using electronic devices and know that they come to that car. And, they call them bait cars. And California, I know in Arizona, I remember in Peoria police had signs up all the time that there may be a bait car here.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's when I first moved to LA. We saw that.
So in Arizona and in LA,
not LA. Was it? Oh,
Arizona.
It was Arizona. Yeah. Sorry. William says the device is used to find radio interference, to scan for snooping devices, and to troubleshoot.
That's right.
To troubleshoot networks. Troubleshoot networks.
So yeah, you're right, and I forgot that. So some people buy those, so they go into a hotel or Airbnb. It makes them figure out if they're being snooped on. If someone, because nowadays spy cameras can be in anything.
Oh yeah, like people would find them in their hotel rooms.
So you get one of those devices, you walk to the hotel room, and tells you if there's a spy camera.
Oh.
But the high end ones are $500. Now you're going, well, that's a lot of money to spend, but they're making hand over fist money with the stolen goods.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm shocked. I didn't even know that.
So that's a thing going on, and of course, I will get. Mark my bottom dollar, I will get hate mail coming up pretty soon because they'll say I'm snitching. But we have to even the playing field.
But what they're doing is hella wrong.
I know, but I can't.
And they're doing
I'm not supposed to say it's hella wrong.
Okay, I can say it's hella
no,
wrong.
No, I'm not. I mean, you know me. I can say something and no one cares. And then someone else will say something the next day of what I said, and it's like viral. I'm like, I literally just said that yesterday. And then I've said this. I've done stuff where I've posted about something, and then I've seen someone take my video and use my video and say, "Oh my God, look what's going on here," and they get like
they get all the credit for it.
What is going on here? And then by the time I come up and say, "Hey, what's going on with that?" They go, "Oh yeah, well, my bad." I said, "Dude, you could at least." I've seen them when they take my video, blurred out the logos.
Yeah, they could have at least given you credit.
I'm like, come on, dude. I don't expect
blur out the logos so it makes the video look bad then.
Yeah. So now I'm putting like super big watermarks. You can't blur the whole video out.
There was one video you made where the watermark was so funny. You were like your watermark was writing in the cart. I think it was the Target. It was a.
Well, I put it.
No, was it Target?
It was Target.
Yeah.
So I do that for a reason.
Yeah.
Because if you put it someplace conspicuous like that, like you put it down in the corners, people just blur the corner out or they crop it out.
Yeah, they crop it. Yeah.
So now I just do it so it's like somewhere so you can't.
Do you remember when I started doing my reels on social media for my nutrition business?
Mm-hmm.
And I did my logo right behind me, and it was like hella big, like right behind my head.
Yeah.
Same reason.
Yeah. So the problem we have is that, like for instance, here's a good example.
Although my face is on it, so I guess that wouldn't really matter.
So the other day, someone asked me what my theories, and I thought, my thoughts on why the car, so there were two bippers that ran their car off of off the stairs.
Yeah, in San Francisco.
They were wearing a ski mask and they were the whole 9 yards, and they got away. And the police didn't charge them. And they said, well, why do you think they didn't charge them? Because the witnesses refused to come forward.
Mm-hmm.
There were multiple witnesses, but for some reason they all just fell off.
Well, it's interesting because I saw the story on one of the local stations here, and witnesses were talking. Even I think one of the guys that decided to
see the problem
painted because the stairs had a mural. One of the guys that I guess had painted that mural even talked on camera.
Okay, so here's where.
So did they get scared after they talked on camera?
Here's where. Excuse me, sparkling water.
Already? You just took a sip.
No, and took a sip of bubbles. So here's where it gets kind of sketchy, and I'm not there. So before you guys rip me a new one, they decided they're not going to come forward. Now, if you already know who this person is, I mean, you know how to get in touch with them.
Mm-hmm.
So someone probably reached out to them and said, "Look, you better not testify. If you testify, X, Y, Z is going to happen to you or your family."
Mm.
And so what happens?
They stop. They don't talk.
Testifying.
Yeah.
They stop
and
talking.
they probably were like, "Oh, I know where you live too," because it happened in their neighborhood.
Right. I know where you live, and they may not even know where they live.
Yeah.
But the fact that they called them up and said, "I know you live, and if you go to court, then it's going to be bad for you."
Yeah.
You're not going to go to court. And the bad part is that we actually we won't publish criminals' names.
Yeah, we'll publish the witnesses'
names. But we'll publish witnesses' names, which is counterproductive. So quickly you'll be like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to show.
We're not going to show his mugshot,
because we don't want to incriminate him." But yet at the same time, you will say, "Oh yeah, well Frank Johnson saw the whole thing, and he said, oh, I saw what happened. I physically looked at them right in the eyes. I was like, oh my God, these guys are bippers." And then they go, well,
I don't think they were really talking like that.
Now everybody knows who Frank Johnson is now. And so now they make a phone call. You look him up, find his name, find his number, make a little quick phone call. Because all you got to do is download the apps that tells you who everybody is.
Yeah.
Go online now and you can put in their name and tell you where they live.
And I think you have to pay for the information though. But like there's some information more like public record where they'll just list all of your addresses that you've ever lived at. Right?
Yeah, somebody wrote in the UK, if the money is taken from your account without your without your consent from the bank, has to refund you the money. They have to do that too, but you have to prove. And see, they go through.
Oh yeah, well that's the part of the bank insurance.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me because when they took the money, the $1,500 from my checking account, I had to go back and tell them. They basically looked at my history with my account and saw that was out of the ordinary because like every month I paid for a certain bill, like for electricity, for whatever, and so there was consistency. And then all of a sudden there was this like $1,500, and it had the name. It was through remittance or something, which like which I had never done.
RCH.
And then it had the guy's name, and I was like, I've never heard of this. It was like some guy that started with a J. I was like, I've never heard of this guy. I didn't do this transaction. And then it took like, I think like a week for me to get my money back, maybe a little bit less. But it's a hassle because let's just say that I didn't have any more money than that $1,500 in the bank. Then I would have been screwed because I would have had to sit there for a week with $0 in my account.
What's your name?
Diane Faith.
Say it again.
Diane Faith.
Say it out loud.
Diane Faith.
What's your name?
Diane Faith.
Okay, read that.
Read what? What am I reading?
Really? There's only one thing you can read on this whole screen.
What is FDIC? Oh, by the way, Stanley and whoever. Oh, and whoever. If you ever come to London, let me know and we'll show you. Oh, I just thought that he meant like whoever else wants to in the chat, not whoever as in reference to me.
So FDIC stands for Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Yeah, FDIC, I think it's $250,000 per account that's insured.
Right.
So once it's not per account. It's not per account.
See, that's what catches.
Is it not per account?
So I thought so too. So if you have 5 accounts at the same bank for $250,000, they only cover.
So is it just so you got to have money in different banks? Oh, different banks.
Different banks.
So it's like you can do Bank of America, Wells Fargo, whatever.
What's the guy?
That makes a lot of sense.
He has his banks.
Who?
Alpatupu.
Who?
The guy that plays for the basketball.
The Bucks?
Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Yeah, him. So
what did you call him?
Giannis Antetokounmpo. So what I'm trying to say is that he actually said he has like $250,000 in like 200 banks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to because you want to make sure all of that, because if you put like $1 million in like one bank, if something happens, you are only guaranteed the 250,000, right? No.
So here's where it gets kind of weird.
What's this timeout?
Oh, because SoFi or SoFi.
Yeah.
Sent me a letter saying that they will insure up to $2 million.
But is SoFi brick and mortar?
It's an electronic bank.
Yeah.
But they still have FDIC.
Oh, okay.
But they have $2 million.
Interesting.
So I wonder if the government offers $2 million, but most banks only take $250,000.
I don't know.
Entry minds want to know.
I mean, I don't got $1 million to put in one bank though, so like,
yeah. No. I mean, they call me.
I mean,
they're like, Mr. Roberts, your $2 million is protected. I said, is my $2 million protected? Yes. We guarantee you that if something happens, you'll get your $2 million back.
Wait, hold on. I think the real big thing is, Mr. Roberts, you have $2 million?
No, that's just it. I'm like, well, you know what? Can you send me the $2 million so I can check it first and make sure that it's legit, and then I'll send it back? Because apparently I have $2 million.
Oh my gosh.
If I do that, I don't know anything about it.
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't know anything about it either.
Yeah, exactly.
Fill me in.
Oh, word. Word to your mother, and I'm your mother, so that's word to me.
I can't.
So, you guys got it now. That if you leave something in your car, if it's an electronic device, remove it. Don't turn it off. I'm just going to turn it off. I'm just going to shut it down. No one will ever find it here. I got so much stuff in here they'll never find it.
Arcade Revolution asks a question. I think by law, well, okay, so it says if I get a fraudulent transaction on my account and the bank won't do anything or refund it, can they get in trouble? By law, don't they have to?
No, they don't have to do anything.
No, but
there's no law that says.
Not by law, but when you agree to an account, isn't it part of the agreement that they will because they have to do an investigation. So that's why for me it took me like a week to get my money back, because they had to, like, they can go by my word, right? But whoever was doing this investigation had to look at like the transactions on my account going back to see if there were any inconsistencies to what I was saying. So I think there needs to be like an investigation first. But I think that aren't they legally obliged to look into this though? Like, no?
There's no.
I mean, I could be completely
There's no
wrong.
legal obligation for them to look into it.
But when you decide to join their bank and you sign papers, I thought part of the agreement is that you are covered for fraudulent activity.
Yeah,
But
you're covered.
they have to do an investigation to make sure that the fraudulent activity was in fact fraudulent. Correct?
I don't know for sure. I don't work for a bank.
Okay. I don't
I just know that SoFi has my $2 million they won't give me. It's insured. Just give it to me. It's insured.
I wish. Oh, Simon says, by the way, I'm bad with names. Sorry.
Her name is, don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm bad with her name too. I forget her name half the time. Say, hey, you. Come here. What's your name? Come here. Yeah,
Ooh, you've got 1 trillion in Zimbabwe dollars, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's the equivalent in USD?
Oh, I don't know. My phone is in this very. Why don't you ask some?
No, I was asking Chris. Chris will tell me faster than me looking it up.
Hey, computer.
No, don't involve.
How much?
Don't involve
is
her.
$1 trillion Zimbabwe dollars versus the U.S. dollar?
Not versus.
From CourseHero.com. The Zimbabwe dollar used to equal just around the United States dollar, but now 1 trillion Zimbabwe dollar is worth just about 0.00276 of a US dollar.
What? Wait,
Wow.
so it's not worth an actual dollar?
No. It's worth 0.0026%.
Wait, what?
Diaudio.com.
Oh no.
The generator part is solid and reads about 0.002%
Stop talking.
according to an HP.
Stop talking.
4A.
Okay, I'm looking at the exchange rate right now.
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers.
Oh, stop talking.
The exchange rate of the dollar today is $1 equal to.
You guys,
4.85
100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars in US dollars is 40 cents.
40 United States pennies.
No wonder, Chris. Chris, you are such a smart A.
Woo, 40 cents.
Wait, I don't understand why. So what is Zimbabwe's dollar worth?
Not much.
Wait, Zimbabwe in 2009 abandoned its currency for a system dominated by the US dollar and the South African rand after inflation hit 230 million%.
Wow.
What is happening? I didn't even know that. Oh my God.
Super hyperinflation, as Chris Maverick
What
says.
is happening?
Diane, Stanley is secretly stashing silver bars, and he's not telling you. Silver bars
God
ain't
bless
worth nothing.
America. He is stashing something, and I'm going to find out.
Oh, it's in my booty hole. You can pull it out.
Okay, of course you would say something super nasty. Betty Veronica says, can you two please let Alexa speak? She is speaking too much.
Yeah, she's ain't got her tongue.
Oh my goodness gracious. I can't believe Zimbabwe currency is that low.
Wow.
I bought the currency at that time so I could have a cool memento.
Yeah, you should wait until it goes back up again.
No, it's not a thing anymore. It's not a thing anymore.
Wouldn't it be funny though if he got rid of it and then the next day they go, we're going back, and now it's worth, for every $1 Zimbabwe dollar, worth $2 American dollars.
I can't. That's hilarious. Zimbabwe in 2009 abandoned its currency. Gosh, that was like was like 14 years ago.
So you didn't have 40 cents because you don't have $1 trillion Zimbabwe dollars. You got like 0.00.001.
Oh my God, that was like, that doesn't make any kind of sense.
Somebody said unplug Alexa. I said you doesn't make any sense.
It's because I saw the word Alexa.
So you got sex from Alexa?
Never mind. The act.
You had sex with your ex on Alexa?
Forget it. Hi, Terrence.
Oh, I didn't get Terrence pop up yet.
He said, good evening, Stanley and Diane.
Good evening. Good
Can I have some
evening.
water? I don't have that much water left here. Ew, gross. I'm sorry, but my comment is relevant to Alexa.
See, he just meant that. Never mind. Oh, Chris sent you a picture of your DMs.
Oh, on what?
Check your DMs on your phone.
On Twitter? Oh, okay. Let's see. Check my DM.
Hey, wait, you slid over her DMs?
Oh, oh my gosh, look at the money. Oh. Oops.
Oh, holy crap! That's an actual $1 trillion
That's an
bill.
actual $1 trillion bill. That's funny.
So wait, I love this.
$10 trillion. That's really cool, Chris. That's so funny.
If belly button fluff was a currency, I'd be a nano millionaire. A nano.
Wait, who wrote that?
Millionaire.
Who wrote that?
Simon.
Simon. If belly button fluff. What the? That's so random.
Belly button fluff?
Yeah.
Is that the little balls you get in your belly button? You have to, if you don't wash it, it just sticks to there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I clean my belly button every day. I didn't even know that was a thing. So if you don't clean your belly button, you get stuff in it?
You can. There's a pocket.
I know.
That's where you hide your money.
Oh, is that why sometimes? Never mind. I have something to ask you later.
Okay. My comment wasn't shown on the screen, but I told Alexa something. Okay. When is it going to get cold? December? No, actually, if you're talking about us.
Right now, it's cold here now.
It gets warm in December here.
No, it gets warm in October.
October, November, December.
Late October.
Right.
No, December it's cold. Remember?
No, I remember one year
it was raining.
When I lived in, because it's raining. It's no different. When I first was in Salinas, and it was December, and I remember I was like, oh my God, I'm outside in the hot tub in the middle of the winter on Christmas Eve, sitting in the hot tub, and it was like warm.
In December, it's summer in Australia.
Yes. No, we're not in Arizona. It's 100. What's the temperature in Arizona right now?
Oh my gosh, we are definitely not in Arizona.
Would I be wearing a hoodie if I was in Arizona right now?
What's the temperature in Phoenix, Arizona? Oh
wait.
What's the temperature in Phoenix, Arizona? It's 103 right now.
That's low.
103 with a chance of rain, 50% chance of rain, so it's not that bad.
No, that's actually pretty livable.
No, we definitely aren't in Arizona anymore. Where we are right now, it's 58 degrees. God Bless America says, I want to cuddle already.
Wow. So, Chris, I saw people in Phoenix were getting third-degree burns from falling on. Yeah, that's why you don't fall.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad we moved. I mean,
you moved.
I'm glad we moved because those summers for me were like brutal. I mean, okay, so you know how like people will say that if you live in Seattle, which I've never lived in, but if you live in Seattle and it rains year round, like you can get very like depressed because there you don't see that much sun. It's always raining. Well, in the summertime for us when it was really hot, it made me sad because I couldn't get out and be active outside, and I love being outdoors, but it was really hard because everywhere we went from one air-conditioned place to the next, to the next, to the next. So for me,
the next.
For me, it was tough. But I really did enjoy like the winters and the fall in Arizona, but the summers and like part of the spring, they were just really tough, like for me. So what are you looking at?
Well, I'm trying to figure out who Simon. He wrote. What time is it?
I said hello to Stanley via Twitter and no reply.
Yeah, so maybe use a different name on Twitter.
Oh, nice. 84 in Albuquerque. That's really not bad at all. Diane, Southern California recently was almost 130 in one part of it, and you think Arizona was bad? Was that Death Valley? That was almost 130? Well, I mean, Arizona was hitting like 118, 119. So, I mean, that's pretty up there. The heat, if I could choose, I would not do the heat. Chris says it's like HK and Southeast Asia in summer. It's always cloudy and raining.
Well, and
it's humid too, right?
Yeah, it's very humid.
Yeah.
I'm from Philadelphia where it gets hella humid. It gets so bad that you can literally take a shower, walk out the door, and then you're soaking wet from all the sweat.
Yeah, I know. That's like when I was in the Philippines too. It's like you take a shower and then you go out and you're like start sweating again. It's so humid. It's like, what's the point of taking a shower? But at the same time, you don't want to smell.
So we'll take this time to say thank you, number one, for being here. And the like buttons are there. You can click likes on Twitch, YouTube, or Twitter. Obviously, if you're on Twitter, you can't interact with us unless you log into Twitch, and then you can join us from that way, and you can interact with us, go back and forth. Also YouTube and Facebook.
Yes.
And we like the like buttons, but we also like super chat, and we like stars, and we like bits. So bits are on Twitch. You can leave us bits and saying you like what we're doing. Bits and bits and bits. Each bit is worth 1 cent, and what have you. Stan, did you see all those storms that hit in Philly? I did see that, some of it. And on YouTube, you can leave super chat, either money or super. There's 2 different versions. So you can leave up to what you can leave there as well. Help us keep these podcasts going. I know you like them, so we appreciate it. We also appreciate everybody that shows up on a regular basis because you're here.
Yes, thank you.
And we missed last week. David F. Bob didn't show up last week, so I figured maybe he'll be here.
Not?
Yeah, maybe he was busy. It's okay. I mean, I know his life goes beyond what we do.
Oh, I met someone yesterday that follows us too. Her name is Cookie, and she came up to me and she goes, "Oh, I watch you and Stanley, and keep up the good work." So thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your support. If you're on, please say hello or whenever you chime in. We appreciate you guys chatting with us.
No, we do. We enjoy the chat. It's I want to amp it up and make it more than just Sunday, but we're trying to get things in order so that things start to move on their own, so that they move by themselves.
When you move, we
move just like that. And that takes time. So as time goes on and we get things moving where we want it to move, then we will try to up the amount of times that we come on and talk to you guys sometime during the week. But the key is to try to get things moving, to get keep the bills and keep the lights on. So we have to keep trying to do what we can do.
Yes. You know what? I think this might have been the first time without you being there. Yeah.
No.
Oh, no. No,
because you went to your church and they were like, "Oh, look, they come."
Oh yeah. It wasn't at church. I was actually at a funeral, and someone was like, and someone introduced me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I follow you and Stanley all the time." And so that was last year. So yeah, not the first time, I guess. I forgot to check your website, Diane, but tonight I will. Okay, sounds good. The website's still there. Please feel free, check it out. Also, let me know. There's a section in the contact section where you can just write me a little note and say, "Hey, I checked out your website, great stuff," or "Hey, I know someone that might be interested in your services," or whatever. Just say hello, just so I know that you actually checked it out.
And so let's go backwards for a minute, because some people have just joined us. If you're just joining us, what you missed is earlier we were talking about how car break-ins have gone electronic.
Yeah.
And you can go back later and watch again this podcast, and you can see what we're talking about. That they're using devices now that normally were used to locate spy devices in hotel rooms or electronic break in a system somewhere. Now they're using it to break into cars. And the nickname I hear is Bippin. I posted something on Twitter. So I'm on Twitter, Stanley Roberts. That's it, just Stanley Roberts with a blue check mark.
And I have Twitter with no blue check
No
mark.
blue check mark.
I have no blue check mark on any of my social media.
That's right. Well, I had it before they made it that you have to pay for it.
No blue check mark.
But do you have a lighted X on your house?
I do not.
Well, then see, that's the problem.
No.
No lighted X, you're out. Excommunicado.
Wait, so Twitter's called X now, but then when I open it up, I still have the bird there.
It's going away slowly. Mine was there, and now look, it's gone. Now it's not there anymore. See, now it's X marks the spot.
Let me see.
Malcolm X.
Mine's still Twitter.
Yeah, turn your phone off.
With the bird. No, I turned my phone off today.
No, reboot it completely.
Now pass. Yeah. I still want the bird.
Shouldn't that be X? Yeah, well, Malcolm X. Who would have known that he'd get his own webpage, web company?
No, I don't think that's who it stands for.
Oh.
Sorry.
Lame.
The Twitter bird will be in the crosshairs, says Betty Veronica.
So Maverick says he didn't update because he didn't want the X logo. Well, at some point, mine's updated by itself. So I'm not sure if you turn your phone off, which you're required to every now and then to make sure it works properly, it will when you reboot it, it will come back with the X. So
It will come back to life.
come back with the X. X marks the spot. Remember, that's where the pirates know to dig. So there's a giant X on top of Twitter. Go up there with a shovel. Gotta be gold there.
I don't do Twitter like that. So wait, are we supposed to, instead of calling it Twitter, we're supposed to call it X now?
So yeah, so I just
You just X'd it? Wait, what is, instead of tweet, what do you say? I just X'd?
got rid of my X's.
You just now got rid of them?
I don't know what else to call it.
Wait, so you're supposed to say I X'd?
You got
Instead
X'd
of
out.
saying I tweet, do you say I X'd? I just X'd about it? That sounds like a really weird way of saying I asked about it, but you're saying I X'd about it.
I'm sure someone will come up with a very cool way to say it later.
Well, so because when Threads became a thing, so this is this why Twitter is changing their thing to X because of Threads?
No, they're changing the X to Twitter because Elon Musk is obsessed with the X letter.
X.com. Oh, like SpaceX?
And SpaceX, XX, X-Way Vision.
X-Way Vision?
Mm-hmm. It's almost like X-Ray Vision, but X-Way Vision.
Is that what something is called of his? X-Way Vision?
Yeah.
No, you're only.
Look it up.
You're so gullible.
I'm going.
Given the location of the building, it should be XXX since Polk Street is nearby. I have a friend that actually lives right near Twitter, and she says that when they were putting up the sign, it just was annoying. She said it doesn't look good. I haven't seen it, so.
I saw it lit up, but interesting.
Yeah, I don't want the X logo either, Chris. I'll let it be the Tweety Bird as long as possible.
Tweety Bird?
Well, it's not really the Tweet. Oh, do you remember Tweety? I love that cartoon. Okay, anyways, I'll let it be the bird.
Is there like something in your head just going back and forth like this?
Is there something in your head?
Running around.
Is there something in your head going like this?
Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel.
Is there something in your head going like
this?
That's
like when you saw Stretch.
No, Shrek. Who the heck is Stretch?
Yeah.
It's Shrek.
Yeah, this is Diane. She's like, yeah, we got to figure out how to make sure we pick out. Oh, Shrek! I'm like, what the hell just happened?
No, we were at Universal Studios, and of course, I'm surprised I see Shrek because I didn't know he was there.
No, it wasn't just surprised.
You
were like 2-year-old surprised.
I was like a little kid again. I love Shrek, so cute. And then Donkey was there, and Fiona was there. I what? It's like where you can be a kid again. If I just yelled Shrek in the middle of the street, everyone would think I was weird. But if I yell Shrek in Universal Studios, it makes perfect sense.
Well, I saw a video today, and family took their kids to Disneyland. He goes, yeah, we paid to take our kids to Disneyland. It was the best experience of my life. He said, we got in the ride. Took us 70 minutes to ride the ride. It took 2 minutes. He goes, and then after we got done, he had 2 kids with him, right? And the only time they got a chance, they got to ride. They were there for 12 hours. Then they got a chance to ride 2 rides. Why? It was so crowded.
Oh, that's.
And then the kids threw up after eating the food on the teacup. And then, oh wait, the balloons were $67. The balloon inside of the balloon. He said that was $67.
The balloon inside of the balloon.
You know, it has the Mickey Mouse, and then there's a balloon on the outside of it. So apparently that's, I don't know for sure because I'm not buying balloons, but each balloon is like $60.
No thanks.
Betty Puck Up.
If it looks like the Cyber Puck Up, that's what Betty said, and then God Bless America says Puck Up, and she meant pick up, but Puck Up is more befitting.
It's a pucked up truck either way. No, you too, Ivor. They have a new one now. It's called the pickup truck, the X pickup truck. So somebody made a thing of a drawing of it in bed, and I was like, yeah, I drove mine to work one day. I got promoted to vice president. Now I'm going back to finish my job. I can sleep. What?
I don't get it.
You don't get that?
No.
They launched the truck, the Tesla truck.
Oh, there's a Tesla truck now?
A pickup, yeah.
Is it ugly? Does it look like the Rivian?
No, it looks like somebody took. It looks like. I'll describe to you what it looks like. Someone took a Roblox and made it into a truck.
Oh, Roblox is the what do you call it?
No,
that's a Rubik's Cube. What the hell is a Roblox?
It's a game that kids play. I think it's called Roblox.
Hold on. I was thinking
Yes,
Rubik's Cube.
have another beer. The more you drink, the better it gets.
Roblox?
Roblox, yeah. See, it looks like little cubes.
Uh-huh.
So everything is like cube shaped.
So the truck is Q-shaped?
It looks. So look up Google.
Let me just Google Tesla truck instead of looking up Roblox.
Yeah, exactly. Talk about reinventing.
Ew, that looks ugly. It's called a Cybertruck.
Yeah, you can have cybersex in the truck. What?
Oh my God.
It looks like a Roblox.
This is so ugly.
It's like
better utility than a truck with more performance than a sports truck. Oh my gosh, you guys, this looks so.
Yeah, it's a mind game.
This looks so.
It's like Minecraft. So it's like wait. No, don't make fun.
Wait, look at this. Wait.
I know, I've seen it. So someone made it into a bed. This is the first time you've seen the Tesla truck?
This is so ugly. Why is this? Oh my God. Wait, is this whole thing like solar panel at the top?
I have no idea.
You guys, this thing is so ugly.
It looks like somebody like.
I'm sorry if anybody's interested in buying one, if I'm hurting your feelings by saying it's ugly, but I personally think it's ugly.
So to me, it's like Elon Musk was playing Minecraft and then made a truck out of Minecraft that goes, I'm going to sell this.
Guys, this thing is so ugly.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. She
Williamson,
saw one the other day.
It looks like a truck from a 1970s low-budget sci-fi movie. Yes, it does.
Wait,
it totally
remember when
does.
you saw this? Remember you saw the Hummer?
You should show Dan the Hummer truck doing. Oh my gosh, I did see the electric. We were on the freeway and there was a Hummer EV, and I was like, wait, Hummers have electric trucks? Yeah. And Stanley says that it gets, instead of it getting 1 mile per gallon.
So let me ask you a question. Would you give someone a Hummer as a gift?
Are we still talking about the truck? Are we still talking about the truck?
No, the question. Would you give someone a Hummer as a gift?
Depends on what the Hummer actually is.
What other Hummers are there?
I don't know. You tell me. You guys, this guy.
So yes or no answer. Would you give someone a Hummer as a gift?
The truck? I'm asking, is it the truck? I'm asking for a friend. You guys, that truck is so ugly. Oh my gosh.
Wow, so it's almost 3:40 in the morning? Wow.
4:30.
4:30 in the morning, yes.
Yeah, Betty, I'm not gonna go there because I know he's not talking about the truck. That's why I'm not going. She said, "Don't go there, Diane." I said, "I'm not going there." I know this. I know him too well, too much.
I thought she was gonna hook, line, and sinker.
No, you guys, I don't know, man. If anyone's interested in buying that truck, that Cybertruck, I mean, you know.
Hey, Gabriel, do me a favor.
To each their own.
Snip the video again at this point, but the video of Diane's first reaction to seeing the Tesla truck.
Why was it that funny? What was the? I don't know. I was laughing because it looked really bad. It looks so bad.
Okay, stop it here.
Oh, because I keep talking about it?
No, because your reaction was just classic.
Wait. This? Okay, the worst part is this.
Well, that's because the doors are off.
Oh, I didn't even see the inside, guys. I didn't even see the inside.
Either post it or send it to me and I'll post it.
No, don't post it. Why are you gonna? No, you're gonna tag Elon Musk.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be banned from X forever.
Why? Because you had an opinion about the truck?
You guys. Okay, so are those supposed to be solar panels on the top?
I have no idea. I don't know one. But look how much they worth.
Oh wait, how much do you have to pay for this? Okay, order now. Let's see. Oh, so ugly.
So would you do better?
Oh my gosh, you know what would happen though is if I
how much? Come on.
Do today $100.
Oh, it's only $100.
Order Cybertruck. You will be able to complete your configuration as production nears. Fully refundable. The 100. That's all it says. It doesn't tell me how much it goes for.
Oh, so how much does a Tesla go for?
Oh, I guess it depends on what model you get, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it could be anywhere in the thousands and thousands and thousands.
I don't know, but man. This thing is so bad. I wonder how much charge it gets per how much miles it gets per charge. What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't give me any deets. Okay, I'll look at it later. I'll do a little research later.
So now I know who. Now I know who Simon is.
Who's Simon?
He's been following me for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Don't say it out
No,
loud.
I'm not saying it. I remember some. I've seen his screen name before.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say
All right.
it. Let's see. Oh, and Gabriel says, "What should I do with it?"
So send it to me, or either post it and
Don't post it.
Send it to me then.
Don't send it to him. What? Don't. Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you. I want to show your first reaction to. I want to show someone's first reaction to the Cybertruck. Your reaction was classic and unscripted. That's what makes it incredible.
Show her the windshield wipers of the Cybertruck. Oh gosh, what's wrong with windshield wipers?
No.
You guys, if I saw one of those on the road, I better not be driving. I would not be able to contain myself.
It might be cool. You know what's funny? So she's over here dissing the Cybertruck, right? But let me ask you a question. If Elon Musk called you up tomorrow and said, Diane, I understand you left my Cybertruck, but I want to give you one.
I mean, free is free. Free $99.
So it's not that bad. You take it for free.
Well, is he gonna give me a free charging station along with it? I can't charge it.
No, you can't add extra stuff.
So how am I gonna charge it?
That's not my
problem. I
problem.
gotta buy the charging station?
That's not my problem. My question is,
that's not your problem. You're the one asking the question.
No, that's the question. Is if he gave you a Cybertruck?
Do you want an answer to the question, or is it not your problem?
No,
Do you want an answer to the question, or is it not your problem?
It's not my problem.
Okay, then you don't need an answer.
No, I want to know about the truck.
Yeah, and I want to know if I get a charging station with it.
No, we didn't talk about charging station.
I'm bringing it up right now.
So that makes a difference.
So we are talking
So
about
you take the truck, you may have a charging station.
Well, because how am I going to get from A to B to C to D if I don't have a way to charge it?
It's because I'm holding the floor and Flintstone it. Wilma, stop this crazy thing.
Oh gosh, you guys, this guy.
So that truck would be able to get far on the I-40 between Barstow and Flagstaff. Yeah, because there's no charging stations in between there.
It's a $21 charge fee from San Jose to Halfway, Oregon. Get one, Diane. That's it? A $21 charge fee?
That's only, yeah.
But where am I going to charge? I have to find it.
That's only if you drive it with nothing in it. Just you. Remember the person that did the experiment?
Yeah.
So there was a person who did the experiment. Go ahead.
Yeah, this person drove from, was it Phoenix to LA? Anaheim.
Disneyland.
And it took them 9 hours, right. I think. But they had luggage in their car, and it was what? Was the car packed? I forget. Was it like a bunch of people in the car?
Yeah, it was. She had a bunch of people and luggage.
Yeah.
And she said that to get the full mileage from the Tesla car, it was a rental. Mm-hmm. You need to have no one in the car except for the driver.
Yeah.
Don't turn on any headlights. Don't turn on the stereo. Don't turn on the air conditioner. Only way you can do it.
Don't turn on the air conditioner. It's hot.
I'm just saying.
Gabriel says, I just saw a comment about the Cybertruck in which the person said, the car I wonder what word that is.
Sick means.
Oh, the car I would draw in elementary school is real.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So sick stands for that's the way they wrote it.
Oh, yeah. Like, because you're not correct, because you can't correct it.
Right.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
So.
There's no charging stations on I-40 once you get west of Coors Boulevard or east of Tramway.
In other words, you
screwed.
But let's be okay. So let's be honest.
We want electric cars though, but we don't have the.
No, let me explain to you real simple about the electric car. The electric cars were not designed for long distance trips. They were designed for short trips within your general region. They weren't made for trips across the country. Although we've done that, we've taken electric electric cars and driven across country. Remember what lady at Yellowstone
Yeah.
who was driving across country with her Tesla and had to charge it every like 300 miles or whatever? So the cars weren't originally, electric cars were kind of like golf carts. They weren't meant to, you don't drive a golf cart across country. You drive the golf cart to run errands.
Mm-hmm.
You drive the golf cart to play golf. You get 9 holes and they had to charge it up again. So what we did was we've taken a car that was really meant for
Short
distances and decided to make it a long distance vehicle.
Yeah.
And then it also has another problem is that our power grid isn't enough to handle all these cars. We know this because in the summertime they tell people don't charge your car. So how are they gonna maintain our power grid is so fragile right now that yes, California is now putting their cables underground, but most cities, our entire power grid is based on high tension lines. You see them everywhere. They even carve out a part of the road where, so that way they can get power to everybody. But once you interrupt that power, it changes the whole world. It's kind of like when the Loma Prieta earthquake. Here's a good example of no power. Back then we didn't have electric cars. That was my first earthquake. Loma Prieta, 89. At 5 in the afternoon. 3 days.
I think it was at 5:04.
3 days of no electricity, no TV, no stove, no radio unless you have batteries.
Stove if you had a gas. We had a gas stove, so we used gas.
Except for some gas stoves use electronic lighters.
We use a match to light it.
Right.
Yeah.
So without the electronic lighters, your phone, unless you start up and do it manually.
Mm-hmm.
So it was weird for me to go home after Loma Prieta quake because that was my very first earthquake. And the first thing I do when I get home is, I got to turn on TV and see what happened. Oh,
but
wait.
You can't, yeah.
TV. I said, I got to make me something to eat real quick.
You can't.
I just put it in the microwave.
Yeah, seriously though. Everything, we're so dependent on electricity.
And then I said, I'll just run to the Burger King and grab something to eat. Guess what? They don't have any power either.
Yeah.
Remember that flame broiled burgers? That's a crap. Because there's no flame broiled burgers. There's electricity burn burgers that they add flame broiled flavor to. If you don't believe me, read the book Fast Food Nation.
Are we transitioning into nutrition now?
No.
Just kidding.
So my point is that when the quake hit, we were dependent on electricity.
Yeah, we're still dependent on electricity.
Still dependent on electricity, but now we're trying to shove. I hear now they want to get rid of the electric stoves, gas stoves.
Yeah.
They want to get rid of anything that's gas and make it all electric.
Wait, but what's so funny to me though is remember when our electricity went out and I was like, I gotta go get my car and I couldn't open the garage.
Right.
Because it's an electric garage.
One of the garages,
not mine,
has a power supply that opens the gate up so we can get in and out.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that yes, it's okay to have electric vehicles. I'm not saying you shouldn't get one.
Nothing, yeah.
But the U.S. is not geared for this amount of electricity. They literally tell you in the summertime, don't charge your car. But then why would I buy an electric car if I can't charge it?
Mm-hmm.
And then going back to the earthquake, so for 2.5 days, no power, no nothing, batteries or anything that work, AA batteries, AAA batteries, watching a friend who had a TV set this big, we're watching the bridge that collapsed, all this whole thing going on. And what we did notice also was that when they somebody made up a fake rumor, this is before we had Twitter and social media.
And this is before most people, I think, had cell phones.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Most people didn't have cell phones. Well, some people did.
Some people had, but they were the big ones.
But rumor traveled so fast that a gas station in Seaside had power. Everybody and their mom rushed to Seaside to get gas.
Really?
Here's the problem. It was fake. It never happened.
And there was a bunch of people swarming.
There was a line of cars trying to get gas when a gas station had no electricity.
Oh, wow.
So I had an idea, and I haven't seen it happen yet. This was back in '89. My idea was that every gas station should come equipped with a generator, a high-powered generator that I know it runs off of gas, that can power up and run the pumps when something like that happens. But then there was also a case of gouging.
Oh, yeah.
So some of the places were charging $20 for batteries.
Yeah.
And back then there was no gouging law, I don't think. I think they introduced the gouging law further down the line. But even with gouging, there's a way around that. So if it's 20% more than what you normally pay, that's gouging. If it's 19% more than you normally pay, then it's not gouging.
Yeah, so they do it by the max.
Right.
The max they can do it.
Right. So
yeah.
and before you guys rip me anew about the percentages, I'm telling you that there is a percentage. I'm traumatized.
I mean, how many times are we gonna rip you anew?
I get ripped anew every day. Twitter.
Not by me.
I get ripped anew every day.
Not by me. You're so cute. What? Are you referring to the nightstand?
No, you just dry snitched on yourself.
I didn't dry snitch.
All right.
I just finished framing Diane's face reaction seeing the Cybertruck for the first time. It's hanging in my bedroom now.
Who wrote that?
God bless America. Stop. I don't even know what I look like, to be honest. Maybe I'll just go. Just go back and watch the.
You know, you look like you ever see those Jack in the Box where you go like this,
and then you just
pop something. That was
hella ugly.
You was like, what is going on?
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yes, I'm gonna go like this because that was great.
You guys are too much. I'm gonna go back and watch this after we're done.
Right. So we made spaghetti for dinner. We're eating it late.
We're eating it late. I gotta go make the broccoli now.
Broccoli.
Actually, can you make the broccoli?
No, what? Really?
Well, watch the broccoli while I make the broccoli while I watch myself react to the Cybertruck.
No. When the 20th century ticked over Henry Ford actually wanted to create electric cars. Sadly, he ended up being a Nazi supporter. Wow. Okay. That's information.
Is that true?
I have to look that one up.
Hi, Stefan. Monday here in Switzerland just got up for your live show. It's a skip day due to tomorrow's National Day.
So we have the UK, we have Hong Kong.
Yes.
And now we have Switzerland.
Nice. Stefan, have a really good breakfast.
We are truly an international podcast.
Yes. I'm always excited to hear what Stefan's having for breakfast. Is that funny?
No.
It's the morning. I'm like, ooh, breakfast.
Remember.
And then Chris.
Simon's about to go to bed. It's 4:30 in the morning.
Simon, it's 4:30 in the morning, and Simon, you're just now going to bed?
No, he's still having a second beer.
Wow.
See?
Oh, Janet says that's true about Henry Ford. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look more into that. Thanks for sharing that, Simon.
He's having a second beer.
Nice.
I like it.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, so it's already July 31st there. Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, it's still July 30th here.
That's what I'm telling you. When you date yourself, then you end up paying your own bill.
That doesn't make any sense.
Think about it.
Think about it. Wait, let me do it again.
When you date yourself.
No.
When you date yourself.
No, think about it.
When you date yourself.
No, do the think about it.
Confucius say, when you date yourself, you end up paying your own bill.
Think about it. That's how you sounded.
As a matter of fact, Confucius say, he who eats onions in church smells his own pew.
That was a bad joke, babe.
You don't even get it, do you?
I do, yeah.
Okay, but you don't get the other one.
Because the pew.
But you don't get the other one.
No, what's the other one again?
If you date yourself, you end up covering the bill.
Oh, yeah, because you're by yourself. You got to pay your own bill. Yeah, right. I get that.
Right.
I got that the first time. It's just...
Hey, go look at that Cybertruck again.
No, I'm okay. Nice, Jeanette. Jeanette says one of my history classes in college talked about Henry Ford and anti-Semitism and segregation at his plants in Michigan. Wow. Crazy.
All right, guys.
We're going to go eat dinner.
I know. We're doing July 31st.
On July 30th.
31st in some countries.
Yes, on July 30th in the U.S.
So,
what do you
had a thought.
What are you saying? You almost had a thought,
yeah.
But then you didn't have a thought.
No, I had a thought, but then I was like, ooh. So I was reading about North Korea saying they're going to, they're ready to launch a nuclear attack against the U.S. I'm like, so we would know about it before they knew about it because it's a day ahead. What? Kristen calls and say, hey, they're nuking. Just get prepared.
You guys hear this guy? Every day with this guy.
Yeah, we're having a late dinner. Yes, we are.
Yeah, we're having a late dinner.
Normally we eat before that, but somebody didn't get here till 6 o'clock.
when I got home at 6 o'clock.
No.
You made dinner. We could have eaten, but you weren't hungry. And I wasn't either. Now I am. Like, starving. Stanley evidently skipped his relativity lesson in high school.
I don't get that one.
I'm confused. Wait, what are we? It's because, you know why? It's because we are on delay. So I'm not sure what you're referring to now.
Yeah, I have to go back and look. Anyway, so Gabriel, you have a job to do. Do it. Stanley has seen the pics of my current beer. Yes, I have. And it's a confidential secret beer, so we can't talk about it. That being said,
Cybertruck looks like it was designed by a 5-year-old.
it does. Playing robots.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought he was saying that it was designed by one. But yes, it does look like it was designed by one.
All right, guys.
Time to eat. Bon appetit.
You got a bon appetit?
Again. Why?
I'm just asking for a friend. I'm Millennial.
I'm a boomer.
And of course, I'm going to say what I always say. What I always say.
Why don't you say it?
No. All right. What do I always say?
You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to sit here and watch us and be with us. That's
Thank
not
you.
the exact words verbatim, but.
So, but basically, what I was saying is that, yeah, thank you. Have a great week. So you can be anywhere, but you're here with us.
And we appreciate it.
We greatly appreciate that.
Greatly, yes.
I mean, it could be just talking to ourselves and then answering ourselves. But you know what, though? If you start a podcast and you don't have anybody on there, act like you have 1 million people. And here's my other thing, too. If you do something on social media and you only get 100 likes, accept it. Because imagine if those 100 people knocked on your door. Yeah. Imagine every few minutes, 100 people knocked on your door and says, every few minutes, somebody knocks on your door and goes,
Or they do this. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Why can't I do a
Imagine 100 people.
Wait, is this a heart?
Yeah. Imagine 100. No, that's a defibrillator. Imagine 100 people coming to your door going.
Or no, but on Instagram it's like, is it like this? Like B? Like this? Hey, is this a heart? Is this a heart?
I like Gabriel wrote, I can still, I'll say
what I always say. I could be anywhere in the world and still watch Millennial Boom.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you have been anywhere in the world and still watch this.
Better Veronica, do have nightmares of that Cybertruck thing. I will try not to.
But you notice
hideous.
though that if Elon Musk gave her one with a charging station, that she would drive it.
I mean,
So she don't like it that much.
it has to come with a charging station.
You can buy them at Costco now.
I don't want to buy a charging station.
All right, guys.
All right. Have a good week. We'll see you guys. Why are you yawning? You tired?
I'm thinking about David Efron, who hasn't popped in the last couple of days and said hi.
I know. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, last time he had a fight with somebody on here, and you haven't seen him since.
Did he?
Yeah.
Night. Gabriel says, I watched Millennial Boom from Ohio, California, Florida, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Nice.
But have you watched it from Mars? See? When you watch it from Mars, then you can tell me something.
Never good enough, huh?
Never too much, never too much.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, guys, I'm Millennial.
I'm a boomer.
And we do appreciate you, and we're going to say good night.
Good night.
But thank you for joining us.
God bless America. Enjoy that pick.
And we'll probably see you next week. And Simon, have another beer, but not too much, just enough to be beery. Don't be beery-eyed. Indiana, but I went to school in the Bay Area. Yay! How do you pronounce his name? Because I'll get it wrong.
Deuce Zod.
Deuce Zod. All right. And we'll miss you guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Hasta la vista.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Millennial Boom with Diane Faith and Stanley Roberts. Millennial Boom and Reasons Why Aliens Will Never Invade Earth and Caught Misbehaving videos are made possible through viewer donations. Check out www.linktree.com/MrBadleyTV to see how you can help. See you next week.